Come on.
Listen, I don't
Like,
know, but she does things to me. I don't. Anyway,
just throw it down.
she's amazing. So, I love her. I told my wife, don't you dare have Selma come by, because I'm out.
Is there anybody there?
What's up, Dad Hack Crew, and welcome to another episode of the Dad Hack Chronicles podcast. This week, Val and I, we finished our conversation with my little brother. Also, name is Edward. He goes by a middle name. Anyways, we finished our conversation more about his thoughts on expansion in Major League Baseball. Obviously, the Oakland A's. We finished that conversation, and then we go into my famous, not so famous questions. It's a lot of fun. I'm very thankful that my brother was able to do this, just because I wanted to get an input from someone who is a fan of the team, but has never been to California, never been to an Oakland A's game in California. And I think it was a really good conversation. Before I go, make sure that you guys are tuning in every Tuesday and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, the Data Chronicles sports show. We talk all sports, not just baseball. We talk all sports. We have fun. We make fun of each other, all that fun stuff. So, guys, without further ado, I'll give you the episode.
I mean, think about Montreal, right? I mean, their colors have a rich history too, right? So when they left Montreal, and that was, to go to Washington, obviously, and now we have the Nationals, but Montreal.
And you remember they played in Puerto Rico for a little bit of time.
Did, right? And to have the Expos, oh man, that would be pretty awesome too. So, but yeah, there's certainly a lot of cities out there that certainly probably deserve a team because they do have a fan base, but it's going to be interesting. It really is.
You are a pretty well-educated person when it comes to baseball, right? You follow baseball just like I do. We talk all the time about it, my team, your team, all of that stuff. In your opinion, if you were to choose two cities to have an expansion teams, right? Because if you're going to have expansion teams, you got to have one in the National League and then one in the American League. What would those cities be in your opinion?
That's a tough question.
I know that's a tough question. That's why I asked it. That's why I do this.
No, I hear you. I don't appreciate the attitude, but I got it. So that's a loaded question. I think you hear in the news a lot about Tennessee getting a team over there. That's an interesting location too. I mean, you hear Monterey, Mexico. You hear Puerto Rico even in the conversation as well. So that's in Portland, I believe. Utah is another one that I thought that was that.
I never thought Utah would be until they got an NHL team.
Yeah. So I mean, there's certainly a lot of great teams or cities out there that are just hungry for one. But Utah certainly for me seems intriguing to just see what it would look like. Obviously, you have the Jazz. Now they have the new expansion hockey team there. And certainly Tennessee getting one as well, just because I think that they have a pretty cool fan base down there as well. Those are probably two cities that I'll be interested in seeing how, if an MLB team was to go down there, how they would flourish. And the A's minor league team used to be in Tennessee as well. So before they moved to Vegas, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, before the Stars?
Before, yeah. So they were, and I'm blanking on the city that they were in. I want to say it was Memphis, but I can't remember. But they were down there.
I think the Aviators have been out here since '83. Yeah, since '83.
Right. Yeah, because I think that they were. I think the Aviators, didn't they become the 53s or something 51. Like that? Or
the Las Vegas 51s.
51s. Yeah, the 51s, and then they became again the Aviators, I think it was, or something like that.
They were the Stars, and then the 51s, and then the Aviators.
The Aviators, right? Yeah. So, so when they switched back to the Aviators, that's when the A's came to Vegas for sure. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking right now. So I'm trying to see. When is it that they moved? Wikipedia doesn't have anything. Of course they don't, So the team relocated to Spokane. Oh, no, that's not it. We'll find out. We're gonna do this because this is now I'm very intrigued by this. I'm very intrigued by.
They started as the Stars, and then it looks like they were in Spokane in 73 to 83.
Yeah,
Nashville. That's what it was. Nashville. The A's went in. They were in Nashville as a AAA team before they went to Vegas. That's what it was.
Man. So there you go. So that's a lot of that's a. Mm-hmm. And that's a conversation that you and me had, Val, on the Aviators logo and all that. You know how you feel about it, how I feel about that logo. So
what? That is amazing. What do you mean?
It is not.
I love the logo.
Thank you for playing.
Come on.
That's the one I like. Yeah, Los Reyes de Plata. That's the one I like. By the way, I still have to send them address.
Yeah.
Where's my Aviators hat? I swear.
You need to calm down, bro. Calm down, bro. Did you get the Las Vegas Aviators, the Oakland A's colors Aviators?
Yes, I did because they're amazing. See, I root for the Vegas teams as well.
This is your AAA team. You should. I mean, I root for the Columbus Clippers. I root for the Akron Rubber Ducks, the Lake County Captains. I even root for the Lynchburg Hillcats, which no one really roots for them. I mean, they're like in the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean? So it's like, I know you root for every single one of your Oakland A's affiliates.
You have to, yeah.
Yep.
So, okay. All right. So I got a couple more questions for you, and then we're going to do the really hardcore questions, okay? Because this is what we do here at the DHC podcast. Okay, so give me the number of baseball cards you own. Have you counted your baseball cards?
I haven't. I know it's between 50 and 100,000, but I can't. I mean, I have them all in binders behind me here. Nice and organized, but
you should have seen. Did you see Val's face when you said the number?
I thought you were going to say 50 to 100. I was like, oh, okay.
No,
and I have some in boxes that I just don't have the energy to put in pages as well. So, but yeah, it's been a hobby of mine since a very early age, and it's fun, right? And sharing that with my son as well, it's been pretty rewarding too. So I think it's something that
because you get to share the love of the game.
That's it, right? And boy, and the teams over the ages, right? I mean, one of my favorite cards is just the Expos card because of their uniforms, right? And things like that. So just seeing how that has progressed over the years, and it's pretty rewarding as well.
Do you have a Tom Brady?
It's even better.
Do you have a Tom Brady Expos card?
I don't.
Oh, you should see if you can get that one. Anyways, I know he was drafted by them. All right. So the reason I asked this question is because, and I've told this story before, but when we were young and we were still living in Puerto Rico, I myself took it upon myself to trade some baseball cards for a pack of I think it was like pencils and all this other stuff. I can't remember everything that we would trade it. I know I've always been fascinated with pens and pencils. Okay. I know it's kind of weird. Anyways, the issue with this story is that the baseball cards weren't mine.
Oh,
the baseball cards were my brother's.
No, they weren't his.
Oh no!
I did. I got them back because I got yelled at, like hardcore. Got yelled at.
Yeah, quite frankly, it's pretty ridiculous, and I don't appreciate you bringing it up in this podcast. Just kidding. But no,
I almost slid all over my computer.
It was truly a heartbreaking moment when you find out that some of your prized possessions, and when we were young, we don't have that much prized possessions, right?
It was a big stack of cards too that I got rid of.
And for someone to go in there and exactly right and take your babies away. Yeah, you're gonna be a little upset about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. And if I'm being honest, I'm glad he got yelled at. And if I'm being even more honest, my dad should have went a lot more harder. I thought he was a little soft with the touch, if I may.
So there's that.
Awesome.
But yeah. The fact that like you never counted, like it's like our mutual friend Val Patrick, that he will never count how many hats he has. I don't think my brother will ever count. I think the number will stay somewhere between 50 and 100,000 cards.
That's insane.
I know.
Wow.
Your face said it all, by the way. It was priceless. Like it caught you way off guard when he said that number.
Yeah, no, for sure. But it's fun. It's fun. It's a lot of fun, especially now because it has evolved over time. Before in the 80s and 90s, they just made a bunch, and now they have your autograph, your relics, and things like that. So,
Do you
so
still
it
buy
has really.
cards?
I do, yeah, for sure. I have a card guy about 20 minutes down the road, and man, he's pretty awesome. He knows I love the Mark McGuire cards, so he tries to buy them, and then I purchase it from him. So any Oakland A's or Mark McGuire's, I'm game, man.
See, this is crazy. It's like we never think about other, like, for me, it's like, obviously, that I collect hats and everything. Like I'm a collector of hats. Like you are a collector of baseball cards. And, I'm glad that people get, like the people that listen to the podcast get to hear, like my own brother's also a massive collector of sports memorabilia, right? Like, I mean, because that's something cool, right? That's something that we share as family. Like, I think we're the only ones that really follow the sport, to be honest with you. Between the four of us, you and me are the only ones that follow baseball the way that we do.
Oh, it must be nice. My sisters don't follow sports. My father does. I got it from him, and he actually has a box of cards from the '94 strike that's like not opened yet. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, we didn't get the love for baseball from our father.
I know we did not. No. Although our grandparents did play, and I think they were pretty passionate. So
and our uncle was a pitcher, minor league pitcher in Puerto Rico.
Oh, that's awesome.
So just like your dad, Val, I think that we have some father figures there that were passionate about baseball.
Heck yeah.
So there it is. All right, man. Are you ready, bro?
Let's go, man. I'm excited.
Okay, so you're close to the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, correct?
Ooh.
Is that your local team?
Yeah, that's my local team. 30 minutes down the road, down Route 101. So super excited to see the Fisher Cats for sure.
I like that logo. It's such a cool logo.
It is. It's pretty awesome, and that baseball stadium is awesome too. So,
all right. So, what do you think? First of all, actually, that just triggered a question, because what are your thoughts on the whole Copa brand? Because, like, I mean, the Fisher Cats also participate in the Copa. So, are you a fan? Not a fan? Do you like the logos?
Yeah. Listen, I'm a huge fan, right? And I think anything that allows us to kind of express ourselves, the team, and that's a pretty cool thing. And I think it brings out the love of the fans and the rich history of each of the teams. So I'm in it to win it, right? So I'm certainly a big fan of it, and I think that the Fisher Cats do a pretty good job. I've been to a couple of games where they did have their Copa series, and it's pretty awesome. It just the atmosphere and just how much the team embraces that process is pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm a huge fan of it.
Love it. All right, so you're going to a Fisher Cats game.
Yep.
Right, and you're about to go your concession stands. What is your food and your drink of choice?
Yeah, for sure. Listen, I don't think you can go to a baseball game, and I say this humbly, without having a hot dog and Cracker Jacks, right? Call me old-fashioned, perhaps call me antiquated, but I think that those are two staple food items that I think I must consume. Perhaps a little ketchup and mustard on the side.
A little? You put ketchup and mustard on that sucker.
For sure. Yeah, you have to. And then a little bit of the Cracker Jacks, and who knows, maybe you get a fancy surprise in that beautiful little bag. And then the beverage, if I may, it's gonna have to be a nice cold Sprite for me.
Gross. I'm kidding.
And listen, okay. I think LeBron James really sold me Sprite when I was very young.
Get out of here.
And I think at the end of the day, it has engraved in my mind. And every time I pop a cold one, Sprite, I think of my boy LBJ. And
stop.
Cheers.
I'm gonna need you to stop right now.
Cheers, LBJ. I'm here for you. Go Cats.
I have to be honest. New Hampshire And all those Northeast states are not like I don't know my 50 states, whatever. But New Hampshire is one of them. I'm looking at it on a map right now, and wow, you guys are really close to Maine. And like that's what I love about the Northeast. That you guys have, like so many minor league stadiums. The closest one to me is maybe the 66ers.
Inland Empire,
Empire, which is 3 hours. Which isn't terrible, but you guys have so many that are 3 hours.
Oh, North Carolina and this whole the East Coast is really full of
it's pretty full. I think so too. I mean, Maine has the Portland Sea Dogs up there, and their stadium is pretty cool because it's kind of like an older stadium, but it has some newer just architecture as well. And then obviously the Red Sox, some of their minor league teams are in Mass, so it's pretty awesome, and the people are great. So.
At the time of this recording, it is September 9th, best month of the year, by the way. What is the temperature over there right now?
Listen, according to Mickey here, temperature is about 63 degrees, winds out of the south.
Okay, we're done. All right, I'm sorry I asked.
No, it's 63, although I got to tell you, autumn is knocking on the door because in the mornings, it does get to about 45 degrees. So
winter is coming,
which is time for leaf peeping, which is something I learned here in New Hampshire.
Come again?
So, yeah, I know, right? It's called leaf peeping. You get your maple donut, your hot apple cider, and you go to the mountains to see the color of the leaves change. So that's a pretty cool scenery there when the foliage when the leaves are changing colors. So it is pretty awesome.
Cool. Yep, that's so cool. Meanwhile, here it's still 100 degrees.
I know.
Driving, you still see the tumbleweed.
That's right.
So, also, by the way, the Cleveland Guardians and the Los Angeles Dodgers play in the hottest ever recorded game, temperature-wise, in Major League Baseball history. So there's that.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that's going to change once the A's are here. So
you're right. They need an indoor stadium. Let's not do an outdoor stadium. They need an indoor stadium.
I saw the renderings of it, and I hope it's not official because center field isn't covered. And I'm like, that is the most ridiculous. Don't build a stadium out here if it's not going to be fully covered.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I hear that.
Because we go to, the Aviators. Yeah. They don't play Sunday day games anymore. They do Sunday night baseball.
Oh, yeah, because it's hot as all get out. It's hot as Hades over there.
And in El Paso, Chihuahuas, they started doing that, like, I think last year or something. So, or I don't know, actually. But I think it was recent. And now the Aviators just started doing it this year, and I'm so happy.
El Paso world, it is like right there at the doorstep of hell when it comes to temperature. Yeah. You're right about that.
It's terrible.
It is hot. It's hot. All right, Egaldo. I know, right?
Homie.
You like that? I just called you by your middle name. All right.
No, for sure.
What was? I know it's for sure. It's official. It's in your birth certificate.
It is.
People are gonna be like, "Oh, Ed, why is your brother so much a better eloquent speaker than you are?" I'm like, I don't care.
Oh boy, I do appreciate the kind words, though.
Oh my God. Okay, what was your favorite cereal as a kid growing up?
Listen, there's something to be said about Frosted Flakes. Okay, so
sleeping here.
Listen, I think
the 50s are calling their cereal back.
There's something about a tiger telling you you're great. That definitely makes sense to me.
Yeah,
that's the sound of me falling asleep. I'm not with that either.
It's just cornflakes with sugar.
That's what it is.
Preach it, sister. Amen to that. Okay, for sure. I'm down if you're down.
I'm fighting his case for him.
I know. It's not gonna happen.
Let's go.
You're trying to put it down, and he goes like, "Oh no, but it is absolutely."
It is.
All right. What was your favorite school subject?
Oh boy, listen. School subjects. I loved social studies. Because I got introduced to the states here in New Hampshire in my textbook, which I didn't know about it until then. So love social studies and love the to learn about the history of the world and the U.S.
I'm a history fan. I'm not a fan of social studies. Social history, yes. You know what? I'm gonna move on.
I hear you. I hear you.
Okay, listen. Pick one: bungee jumping or skydiving.
Neither. Listen, I'm not gonna pick anything. If Jesus wants to take me today, I'll be okay.
Get out of here.
I'm okay with that. Those are called extreme sports in my neck of the woods here. So I'm gonna say neither, and I just don't see the fascination behind it. And I want to apologize to you and your listeners here, but yeah, I'm not gonna fall for that one. Nice trick. I appreciate that though.
Have you ever regifted a gift?
No, I don't. No, I have not.
The lies.
No, I mean, I just, could you imagine if you regift something to someone that it kind of gets back to them? It's just no way. You have to value relationships.
No, you sell it. So, it's all about the confidence and say, no, I bought this one with my own money here, and I thought of you. I think this will be good for you.
Yeah. So listen, so whoever's listening to Ed right now, do not give him any gift because he's going to regift it. So you heard it here first. He's going to regift your gift and he's going to resell it and make a monetary
this episode is over. The good thing is I have the power of editing. And there is that. All right. Gardo, if you could be any fictional character, who would you be?
Is that in the literary world or is that in the movie world? Does it matter?
Why do you want to make this life difficult for me? Why?
Okay. So it could be anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know who I want to be?
Oh, God.
Have you seen the movie Limitless? Where the guy takes the
takes the pill.
The pill, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't do anything to him. And he's the smartest guy out there. I want to be him. Nice hair, nice guy. Book it.
You still got more hair than me, dude. Chill.
I do appreciate the kind words. I know as well. So yeah, I hear you that.
How were we related? Okay. If you could have one dessert for the rest of your life, what would it be?
It's a tough question because there's a lot of desserts out there that really tickles your fancy, right? But I'm gonna go. Listen, give me apple pie, right? You can't get more American than that. Give me apple pie, and I'm gonna go ahead and rally with some apple pie, maybe some ice cream on the side. But I mean, that's just the way I would see that.
This makes up for the cornflakes. This makes up for the cornflakes.
No, it still doesn't make up for the cornflakes. Yes, hold your judgment until you hear this one. What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Uh-oh.
So listen, there's only one ice cream flavor in my eyes, and that would be cookies and cream. And I would fight anybody that says different.
I don't disagree with you. I actually like cookies and cream. So,
Listen, there's something about that hitting your palate that really makes you a happy human being, right? So I just, that makes me happy.
What are we talking about?
I love it.
It does. Yeah, it just.
All right, I got a couple more here for you.
Let's go.
God almighty. All right. People on this podcast are not going to stop listening. Okay. What color is your toothbrush?
So my color, the color is white with black. So it's an electric toothbrush. According to my dentist, that's the best toothbrush to have. And I do appreciate him and the way he treats my my teeth. So it is white with black.
Is it a Quip?
It is it's a one of the other brands. I can't remember.
I have a Quip. I like it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's also mine is also black. I just want you to
know. See, great mind thinks alike.
Oh God. All right, last two here. Sweet Jesus. If you could get if you get a boat, what would you name it?
It's if I get a boat,
I mean, you do
would.
live in New Hampshire, so
I do. I want to get one though, Val. I want to get one.
Pause. How
The
far are you guys from each other?
we're pretty far, actually.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
we're about 13 hours, maybe 14 on a good day.
Mhm.
So if I had a boat, I would name it. I don't know, to be honest with you. Probably something a combination with my wife and daughter and son. Probably
Aw.
something to play on words.
Don't Val, don't do that to
That's,
him. No, don't do
that's what I
that.
would do.
No.
Val, listen, I'm coming close. I'm coming close to you.
And
That's
you
what
do
I
need
would
a
do.
I just found out how long ago did I look up New Hampshire on a map? 8 minutes. I just found out that it's near the water, so you do need a boat.
That's what I'm saying. He needs a boat.
We live about 30 minutes from here, and I keep telling my wife every time we go by the lake or the beach, we need to get a boat. So we're gonna make it happen. It's on my vision board, Val. All right.
You need it. Sell some of your baseball cards.
Whoa.
My girl, I appreciate that. No, I appreciate that. I'm about to. This A-Light Cruise one, I'm doing it. I'm selling it.
Oh,
Let's go.
All right, 2 more questions. I got one here for you, but I want to the one before that. First celebrity crush.
Boy, Selma Hayek.
Ooh, that's a great one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Listen, I don't know, but she does things to me. I don't. Anyway, she's amazing. So, I love her. I told my wife, don't you dare have Selma come by, because I'm out. Just kidding. I love my wife, but no, love Selma Hayek. I don't know why, since very young age.
Love that.
Yeah, there's that. All right. Name me in order all of the Oakland A's affiliate name, city, and affiliation.
Oh man! All right. So, are we gonna start with AAA?
Sure.
Okay. So AAA, obviously, you got the Vegas Aviators. You have to, right? And then we're gonna make a trip to Texas, because we got to talk about Midland, right? The Rackhons.
Okay.
And then obviously up in Michigan, you got Lansing, as well, and then Modesto. Not Modesto. I'm sorry. The ports. Sorry, the ports are in. Go ahead.
No, what's the name of Lansing's team?
The Lookouts.
Nope, that's Chattanooga. Lansing Lugnuts.
The Lugnuts. That's right. That's right. I did sign up for the newsletter. They never got back to me. So if you're listening out there, where's my newsletter? That's what I'm saying.
And then is this Stockton Ports?
Stockton Ports. That's right. Yep.
Okay. You're
They
kind of
just came out a really cool bobblehead. An ATS bobblehead. Man, I really wanted that.
The Lugnuts they have a pretty cool logo as well. I like the Lugnuts logo. You got some good ones.
I was excited because when I came to New Hampshire, I thought I was going to see the Vermont Lake Monster, but they moved to Lansing. And I'm thinking,
and Vermont is unaffiliated, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are now. Yeah, they are now. So that was a bummer for him. So for me, for sure.
So the Rockhounds, they look like McGriff to me. If anybody doesn't know who McGriff is, look it up.
I will say, and I don't know why. I guess I do know why, because it's in the middle of nowhere. I have tried looking up hotels in Midland to go to a game. It is so ridiculously expensive for a city that's literally in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of
really.
Yeah, so I don't know, when I'm gonna ever cross off a game.
We're gonna get there, Val. We'll get there one day.
We should.
So, and then later on, I'm gonna ask Val to name me all of her affiliated teams. So,
easy.
Okay, go for it. Let's try it out right now. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Round Rock Express.
Val, don't get an attitude. Let's go.
And I've got a bonus. We'll start off with, you know what? We'll do Fall League 2. Surprise Scorpions.
Oh, okay.
AZL Rangers, who share a stadium with the AZL Royals. Then you've got the Wood Ducks, who are no longer going to be around anymore. They're moving over to what's their new logo? The
I
burger.
know this name.
No, this doesn't count. We're talking this year, so Wood Ducks.
Okay, Downey's Wood Ducks.
Wait,
Are
they
Wood Ducks, who just
are
put out,
They're moving.
Are they relocating?
Yep.
yeah.
Oh.
To
Well,
South
I feel
Carolina.
for them. Well, I feel
Yeah.
for them.
North
For the
Carolina is losing another team.
You guys see, I'm not touching my laptop. After that, it is the not the Hickory Crawdads, who bonus High East, the Desert Mavericks up until 2017. Then we've got
Okay.
the Frisco Rough Riders, who are in Frisco, Texas. Then we've got the Round Rock Express, who were just out here in Las Vegas last week, and I went, and it was awesome. It was awesome.
There you go. Okay. All right.
Hats
Okay.
off. That's pretty impressive, Val. Damn it.
Downey's Wood
listen,
Ducks. Where are they going?
Golly.
Do you know?
It's the Diners. They're not the Diners. That's the New York Yankees affiliate. But they're a burger spot, South Carolina. I don't know. You know what? I just said
Spartan Burgers.
Right. I just got them.
Which the Collegiate Wood Bat team still owes me a hat, just so you guys know. So I want the Downey's Wood Dogs to send me a Spartan Burgers hat to make up for the fact that team law took my money and never sent me a hat.
That's right. I
Mm.
don't know my 50 states, but I'll know that by opening day 2025.
Yes, you will.
Mhm.
Yes, you will.
Mhm.
So, Gardo,
Great job, Val.
thanks, dude. Thanks for coming on, dude.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me. It was such a blast. Val, it was a
Hey,
pleasure
where can
meeting
people
you.
find you on the socials?
I'm not very active, but typically under Edward E. Rivera is typically what I'm very boring.
So
That's typically what I do. But so that's kind of where I am.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man. And then as far as Val and I, you can definitely find us on all of the socials pretty much. We're on Twitter, on TikTok, we're on Instagram, on YouTube, even Threads, guys. We are on Threads as well. So until then, guys, thank you for listening. Make sure you guys are following all three of us. Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Don't forget the Data Chronicle Sports Show.
I know that the Surprise Scorpions are not their affiliate, but that's where they play during spring training. So
that is true. So there you go. And thank you very much. Thank you again, Edgardo. I don't know how we are still related, but this is how this goes. But whatever. No, seriously. Thanks for doing this. I appreciate your point of view from the Oakland A's fan. I appreciate that, my brother.
Thank you for having me. It was awesome.
Okay, bye. Hey, this has been a Curve Brim Media production.
This podcast is part of the Curved Brim Media Network. Here are some of the other members of Curved Brim Media.
Hi, this is Kelly Robinson, the Minor League Nerd. My YouTube channel explores the history of minor league baseball teams. More than just stats, we delve into team lineage, sharing stories from current franchises to obscure one-year wonders.
I'm Paul Caputo, and on the Baseball by Design podcast, I talk to minor league baseball teams, designers, and other super interesting people about what these minor league baseball logos mean, and I talk a little bit about ice cream helmets.
What's up, Bucketheads? I'm Anna DiTomaso, and each week on the Baseball Bucket List podcast, I speak with a different fan about their favorite baseball memories, what the game means to them, and what's left to check off on their baseball bucket list.
Hey everyone, it's Eric from the great state of Kansas.
This is Johnny from the New Orleans Baby Cakes Memorial Museum.
And we are the Earn Fun Average podcast,
where we talk to a variety of guests about their love of baseball and have fun doing it.
America, lower your standards.
Average is what we do best.
This is Patrick and Corey of BaseballMapper.com, and we have made an interactive map to help highlight all baseball teams from the majors down to collegiate summer leagues.
We want to bring you closer to baseball. So get on the site and find a team near you today.
Hey guys, this is Patrick Larson from the Minor League Baseball Hat History Series. And in every episode, I go through the history of minor league teams through my personal collection of hats. You can find me on Twitter at PatLarson1. I hope you guys enjoy.
Learn more about Curve Brim Media at curvebrimmedia.com.